And it's not like if somebody's chasing me with an axe, I'll probably, I probably won't develop a lot of theories about how they shouldn't be chasing me with an axe. I'll probably just like run, which is just what the dog would do. So it's not like we don't look after ourselves. We could say that we look after ourselves better, just to dismiss that possible objection to dog consciousness. And we'll find that actually, and sometimes the universe looks after us a lot better than we thought we would have if we'd been, trying to control and run things. And so that each moment, then, if we really enter the moment, enter this time, then one of the things I think you'll notice I notice this tremendous sense of being caught, being held, that I'm connected, that each person is connected to every other person. It's the old image of the net. Each node on the net is connected to every other node on the net. And it's a pretty. There's a lot of words around it. But the fundamental experience is fairly simple, and sometimes, as I mentioned yesterday, can be ecstatically joyful and big. But it doesn't really matter. Freedom is freedom, and it doesn't matter if it's coming with, you can't stop laughing for a week, or, oh, wow, that's cool, because any piece of freedom is all of freedom, any piece of kindness is all of kindness, And the other thing I think is relevant to this koan to say would be that I think it's natural. We have moments of that kind of clarity all the time, and we forget them when we don't have them. We have moments of peacefulness. Every time you look at someone and appreciate them, you're living in the world of awakening. And you look at someone and think, oh, doesn't he look great? Or isn't she beautiful? And you just look at like the turn of their shoulders or something, or that tree. Isn't she beautiful? And that sort of appreciation means you've stepped out of demanding that the universe be a certain way into just joining it. And then there's no limit to what interesting things might happen. For me, and different people are different, and for me, I had some sort of complicated, when I first took up this koan, I had a complicated kind of problem, which I didn't know what, because I knew I had a problem, but I didn't know what it was. And so it was a sort of like all-purpose, it was a sort of Swiss Army knife of problems, fit in any situation. And because I knew that somehow life didn't, I think it was that the off-the-shelf solutions to life weren't solutions for me, And so gradually, I've noticed that that sense of, what are we doing here, and what's it for, and things like that were part of the way I saw the problem of suffering, in myself. And not everybody sees it that way. People might could be like mortality, or it could be whatever. Why are other people so disappointing? It could be that. Why am I so disappointing? Why am I so disappointed? So, and I don't think it matters much, but it's interesting that I think the problem of like, what are we doing here, and what is it to be human? Gauguin said that famous thing, who are we, where do we come from, where are we going, one of his paintings. That kind of problem. It's part of, asking that question is part of being human. I think it's one of the things consciousness just does in its sleep. It asks questions like that. You know. It says, what am I doing here? Am I really on this planet? You know. Where are my car keys? And things like that, you know. And for me, that sort of thing came to rest, you know, with this koan, actually. And that was a nice thing to realize that in some way that question comes to rest when we're fully here. There's only here happening, and there's not the pain of that wondering and doubt. And the old teachers called it doubt, really, that we have, you know. And it really, and as I said, I think it doesn't matter much what your doubt is. You know, does a dog have Buddha nature, or what are we doing here, or, you know, why does my foot hurt? Can I stop it? You know? It's sort of all this version of the same thing. So what else to say about that?